Hello, 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 and welcome to another Ask Me Anything stream. Now, this is a question that somebody asked like 2, 3 weeks ago, and I kind of forgot almost, but then I was going through stuff and I remembered I forgot that one question. So it's how to detect a right relationship. Hey, I'm Rosemary, Nonny. I am the Prosperity Minister, and I support people in leaving behind the pain of the past and rising victorious in their true design life. Your true design life is going to be one of freedom, of fulfillment, of financial abundance, and of unconditional love. Okay, it's prosperity in all areas of your life. Okay, and that's the idea here. The whole to becoming a deliberate millionaire is that because it's going to look different for everybody, but everybody has that true design life. So the idea here is that you start stepping towards that life. Say hello as you come on board. I want to know where you're streaming from. Tell me where you're streaming from. I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. And our affirmation for this week is I am riding the waves of plenty. I am basking in abundant wealth. Here we go. I am riding the waves of plenty. I'm riding the waves of plenty. I'm riding the waves of plenty. I'm basking in abundant wealth. Share with someone else. I'm riding the waves of plenty. I'm riding the waves of plenty. I'm riding the waves of plenty. I'm basking in abundant wealth. I'm basking in abundant wealth. I'm basking in abundant wealth. Woohoo! We're basking in abundant wealth, riding the waves of plenty, peace and plenty for all. Okay, so how to detect a right relationship? How to detect a right relationship? I'm presuming she's talking about an intimate relationship as opposed to although in all our relationships, some of the things I'm going to talk about here, it's the same for all our relationships. The thing I find with a lot of people, and I've worked with some clients who are looking for relationships, and then they end up telling me, oh, if it's a boy, all the girls are playing games. If it's a girl, all the guys just want to, sleep with me. And all of this stuff. And there's this whole generalization of, especially as people go to their late 20s, 30s, 40s, then they start to feel as though there's no good people left in the world. Now, one, we are too powerful. We're powerful creators. If you're telling yourself consistently that there's no good people left in the world, I promise you that will be your experience. That will be your experience because that's what you're shouting about, okay? And so you'll be creating it because you're giving a lot of energy to the fact that you don't believe there's good people left in the world. And so that's what will happen for you. And then there's the other set of people who they kind of keep getting into the weirdest relationships, okay? You're looking for the wrong things. You see people looking at somebody's exterior, that's it. They're just thinking about, oh, that person looks good. That's it. Or that person has lots of money. In fact, I was brought up in a culture that actually your family would be trying to set you up with someone who looks as if they've done really well. That has houses, and so really wealth was the factor, because at least even if your marriage is unhappy, at least you'll be wealthy, right? Well, thankfully I didn't agree with that. Okay, I saw so many people give up on love relationships in favor of, well, this especially women give up on the someone they fell in love with because the person hadn't quite made it financially in life, in favor of going after someone who had made it financially in life, and some of them really suffered as a result, because they were choosing based on exterior things that had nothing to do with, you're going to spend the rest of your life potentially these days, who knows, you're going to potentially spend the rest of your life with someone, you want to be in a long-term relationship with someone, the exterior things don't matter as much. I'm not saying that we shouldn't have them at all, but I am saying they're not the most important thing. So how do you detect a right relationship? The things to me that you're looking for one, acceptance. Does this person accept you the way you are? Or are they already, even as you're starting the relationship, trying to get you to change things? Are they already asking you or telling you should dress differently, or hinting by buying you clothes or something because they think there's something wrong with you? So the acceptance, do they accept you as you are, or are they already trying to change you? Whether you're man or female, whatever, are they accepting you as you are? If already in the relationship, before you've even gone to making commitments to each other, there's a lack of acceptance of you just the way you are, I would be watching that. I would be watching that. Of course, when people fall in love to begin with, there's this whole sense of, oh, it doesn't matter, I'm just in love with everything. So sometimes people don't notice, you're not watching to see what people are really, truly like. Except, listen, you're going to be with that person for the rest of your life. You want to, I'm not saying, we don't want to lose that initial, yes, excitement. However, let's be wise as well. If you're going to spend long time with someone, it's so easy to jump into something. It's so much harder to then get to the other end and find that, oh my gosh, this is not quite what I expected. So one, acceptance. Are they accepting of you? Do you feel safe? Can you be your real self with them? Can you be you with them? Or do you feel you have to be something other than you in order to be accepted by this person? So do you feel safe? Can you express your emotions without feeling that the person is going to make you feel bad for having any kind of emotions? If you're a dude, if you're in a heterosexual relationship, are you feeling that you have to put on, I am some super powerful man all of the time? Can you sometimes feel not so powerful? Is it okay? As a woman, do you have to cook? Anyway, I don't know. Depends on what culture we're speaking into. Because I know for my culture, that was one of the things that they're looking for in a woman. I didn't make good marriage material, that's for sure. Okay. Okay, so is it safe for you to be whoever you are? Do you feel loved? Do you feel accepted? Do you feel that it's safe for you to be whoever you are? Are they honest with you? Do you notice that they're honest with other people when they're dealing with other people? Are they saying one thing to you and saying something else to the other person? Because it's only a matter of time before they're doing exactly the same thing to you. Okay, so honesty. Are they forgiving? If you've annoyed them in some way, is it easy for them to forgive you? Or is there a sense that actually no, they're not very forgiving? Because if you're going to be in a long-term relationship with someone, you need to know, because you're going to make mistakes, they're going to make mistakes. Are you forgiven? Are they forgiven? Are you guys going to be able to get over things or not? What else? Communication. Are you the only one that talks? I talk a lot, see? With my husband, I'm the one that does most of the talking. But are they communicating with you? Do you know them? Do you really know them? Is there communication going on? These are things that you're looking for in a relationship. What else? Patience, trust, openness. Are they wounded? Honey, if someone's come from a very wounded background, especially, in some ways I want to speak to the women here, particularly, and sometimes even the men. So no, I'm speaking to all of you. Some of y'all sometimes are taking on, you're taking on a project, but that's not what you're looking for in a relationship. If someone's come from a really damaged background, and I don't want to generalize everyone, because yes, of course we love and care for people, but if you're taking on a relationship with someone, the idea isn't that you're there to fix them. Your love shouldn't be the thing that is fixing them. They should already be fixing themselves, basically. And yeah, I'm not saying that that people are perfect. We're not looking for perfection, but we are looking for someone who is not dependent on you in order for them to be okay. They don't need you, and you don't need to have them to fix. So watching for things like that, is there a neediness in the relationship? Is there a neediness? Because that is not healthy. And sometimes people mistake that for love. It's not love. Neediness is not love. If you are going in there thinking that, oh, I can help them, no, that's not a real relationship, okay? Okay? Respect. Are they respectful towards you? Sometimes, because I know with my husband, one of the things that I did watch out for was, how does his dad treat his mother? Because I'm thinking, he's been his model. Do I want to be treated that way? Well, yeah, okay, then great. That was something definitely that was quite important to me when thinking about my husband. But you know what was the most important? So those things that I've mentioned there, so, love, acceptance, being safe to be yourself with the person, whether they're honest with you, whether they're quite forgiving or not, whether they communicate, whether they're intelligent, whether they're patient, whether they're trustworthy, open, not a project, okay, and respect. But then when it comes down to it, the most important thing for me, because I know when I came to marry my husband, there was all manner of hell broke loose. My church wasn't sure they liked it. My family didn't like it, and everybody had an opinion. People I hadn't spoken to since I was like 2 years old suddenly decided they were all going to call me, and this and that and the other. It was all manner of drama. And the thing that made me certain about going forward, because when it comes down to it, I was the only one that was going to actually live with this man. But the thing that made me certain was I asked the divine, what is the best thing for me to do here? And that's what made me determine that this is the right relationship for me. So yes, there were all the other qualities. I felt at home with him. I felt like he loved me. I loved him. All of that stuff, great. However, when it came down to it, it also came down to what does the divine have to say about this? So for me, that made a huge difference. Because until I knew for sure that it was me and the divine going into this relationship together, I didn't really want to do it, because ultimately the only person was me and the divine were going to be in this relationship together ultimately. So to me, those are the things that you're looking for in a right relationship. Yes, if it comes with handsomeness or beauty, great. If it comes with wealth, great. But really, those things are secondary to the inner qualities that will give you peace of mind when you're in a long-term relationship with someone. To me, empowering relationships, all of them will have those qualities. But how do you then attract that kind of person to you? Each one of us is both male and female. Each one of us has masculine and feminine energy. Whether you're man or woman, you have masculine and feminine energy. Are you, within yourself, showing yourself love and acceptance? Are you safe to yourself? Are you patient with yourself? Do you trust yourself? Do you believe in yourself? Do you respect yourself? Do you nurture yourself? Do you forgive yourself? Or are you always judging yourself? Are you always pushing yourself and trying to change yourself? Do you always think there's something wrong with you? Because what is going on inside of you is what you will attract in a relationship. So you want to attract the right relationship? You start now to start being in right relationship with yourself. Okay? Start being in right relationship with yourself. When you start to be in right relationship with yourself, those qualities are the masculine and feminine within you falling in love with each other. And I know that almost sounds really weird, but it's essential that you are in alignment with yourself. That is what you will attract from the external world. It is because we build our lives from within. Whatever you may think, your life doesn't start by what you see out there. It is what is going on inside of you. It is usually a reflection of what is going on inside of you. So if you find yourself in a pattern of attracting crazy relationships, check what is crazy, what craziness is going on between your masculine and feminine energies within you. Okay? So it starts within. Because sometimes I have people making long lists of all the perfect things they want out of their partner, whoever it is next, their next partner. And it's like, yeah, great. Are you working on those things within yourself? Because it's the way you attract that to you is by being that. What you are is what you attract. What you are is what you attract. So think about that. If you're going to be prosperous in your relationships, be prosperous within. Be in alignment with yourself. Your masculine and feminine, start working on that stuff so that you are bringing yourself back together. Most of us are not together. Okay, most of us are not together. Bring yourself back together. You'll start attracting better relationships into your life. Okay, at some point I'm going to do a whole program on relationships, I believe, because I feel it's a very important part of prosperity, because it's really tough. It's really tough if your health is not great, if your relationship is not great, if you don't have that much money and you have horrible work, it's hard to be prosperous. Even if only one of those things is not quite right, then it starts to affect everything else. So I'll probably be doing something around that at some point soon. I just always feel like, I know I've been married to my man and all this, and I know quite a lot about these things. Well, am I ready? Yeah, I'm getting there. It's somewhere in my head. So those are the things to look for if you want to detect a right relationship. Guys, as always, this is an Ask Me Anything stream. It's based on you guys' questions. So whatever you want to ask, send me a message with your specific situation, guys. I want specific situations, because general questions, they're too general and I'll run out of those soon. So I want to know specifics, okay? I'll keep it anonymous, I'll keep it private, so there's not going to be, nobody will know that you asked the question, that's for sure, okay? Send me a message with your specific situation and the question, okay? And I will do a live stream like this for you. And because it will help other people as well, because everybody always thinks that their own issue is like the most private thing ever. The truth of the matter is this: what is most private is most general. Okay, it's most general. Everybody suffers from certain things, even though everybody seems to think that they're the only ones that ever suffer from it. Anyway, whatever. If you would like my support, send me through a message with your question, and I will do an Ask Me Anything stream for you. We're going to finish by singing the affirmation. If you are into the work that I do here, if you resonate with the work that I do, and you are ready to leave behind the pain of the past and rise victorious in your true design life, then the first place to begin is in the Abundance Library. Come and immerse yourself in a new way of thinking, a new way of reacting to life, so that you start to get different results. As I said earlier, your life is built from within. If you have weird thinking going on in your mind, that may seem normal because it's the same as everybody else around you. But if you see that the life that you want is not coming to you the way you would like it to, I promise you it's something to do with what you're believing, what you're thinking, okay? And if we can address those things, get you back in connection with the divine, falling back in love with yourself, falling back in love with the divine, you will step into a whole new level of prosperity in every single area of your life. There's no doubt in my mind. And I've made all of my programs. I've done something like, I don't know, 100 programs. A heck of a lot of them are available within the Abundance Library. You get 30 days access to that library. Really, each program is usually more than the cost of the actual library. So you come in, you immerse yourself for that 30 days, and you can carry on beyond that if you want to. But come and experience a new way of thinking, because that will change the levels of prosperity you're experiencing in your life, okay? It really will. And you know this, right? You know this. Okay, so message me the word abundance if you want to find out about the library. In the meantime, let's finish by singing the affirmation. I am riding the waves of plenty. I'm riding the waves of plenty. I'm riding the waves of plenty. I'm basking in abundant will. I'm riding the waves of plenty. I am riding the waves of plenty. I'm riding the waves of plenty. I'm basking in abundant will. I'm basking in abundant will. Go forth and prosper. Till the next time. Bye. Share with someone else. Share it. Much love.